Come on, Baba boy. Baba boy. That's a Baba boy. Okay, I want to be part of this, man. I want to be part of this. You want to sit on my shoulder? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. All right. Hi. Let's put you right there. Let's put you right there. In hopes that you don't go nowhere. You were just talking about me. Well, how'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you? Hi. Hi. How about you not eat my hair? So, I want to talk about how about you not eat Mama's hair? Kiss. Kisses. Hi. So, I don't know what he's doing right now. Are you grooming me? I am not an ape. I am not an ape. Who has questions about today's reading? I kind of feel like it's all up in you guys' head right now. I can feel it. See? And not to mention, bless you. Did anyone, hold on, before we get into that, did anyone see that hawk video I posted? Like, what was that? Like, it was like it's like he went through a portal. Like, I don't even know what that was all about. Does anybody have, and I know it was a message for me, obviously. But what do you think that's referencing? Like, I just kind of want you guys' opinion because I can't figure that one out. And I know what hawks represent, you know, change, perspective, preparation. This one legit went through a void or a portal. It literally, you could watch it go straight through a portal. It was the craziest thing. Oh, no, that's way more than synergy, Jamie. That was... Yeah. I don't know what that was. Yeah, it went through and then it came right out. So it went into the portal. Okay. Yeah, definitely like... But that's not a sign. Is that a sign saying, I'm going to be traveling dimensions? I mean, I'm sure I already do that anyway. We all do without even knowing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what that was. Like, it was the craziest thing. And I know hawks represent a lot of stuff. It was so cool. But, like, I can't figure that message out. Like, yeah, it was like, it was just like a 40-second video. Yeah, but it's going through a freaking portal. And I'm like, oh my God, is that telling me like I've been in a portal and I just came out? Like, could it be saying something like that? Like, you know, like, I don't like being in portals. I don't like being in portals. Get me the F out of that. I've already done it, transcending. I've already been enlightened. Like, I'm here for a little while. So I don't know what the F that was all about. And it's so crazy because that happened on the day that I kind of like did a read outside of the box. You know what I mean? Why are you being shy, baby? Why are you being shy? So strange, right? So strange. So maybe I was in a portal and I got sucked back out. They're like, all right, Court, you're out of the portal. You're out of the portal. You confronted judgment. Like, I don't know. So bizarre. So bizarre. Oh yeah, no, hawks have so many like beautiful, beautiful meanings. But I mean, I see them all the time. So it's like, to me, is it prepping? Yeah, I don't know how you would prep for that, but like, I'm always in portals, in and out, in and out. Why? I don't think I've been in one for a long time. But, like, 2 summers ago, I spent the whole damn summer in an effing fucking portal. Damn eclipses sucked me right the fuck in. Okay? But I just found it very strange. I mean, you can, in the video, you can literally see the hawk. And I almost said eagle, which is weird. I don't think it was an eagle, though. You can see it go right in, right out. And I'm like, oh, it must be a cloud. And then I'm like, fucking court. Like, there's not clouds at that height. Like, it didn't go through a cloud. It legit went through something. It went in and it went out. And it was cloudy and then it was clear. And I see hawks all the time, but this one, its wings were really long. They were expanded. Like, there was something about this one. And it was strange because it went in circles, but long circles, and then straight through whatever that was. And then I didn't even see it again. Then it was just gone. Like, not even gone, like, behind a tree. It was just gone. Transcending into a phoenix? I mean, I went through the whole rebirth thing. I don't know. It would be Rise of the Phoenix again, but, like, it was beautiful, but it was like, whoa. Like, whoa. And it was quite a clear message. I just wish it was that clear to me. Yeah. It was definitely a clear message for me. Like, I just wish it was clearer. I wish it was one of those, like, so obvious. I've been trying to use my intuition. I think it's definitely preparing me for a leadership role. That is for damn sure. But, like, I don't know. So, anybody have any questions about earlier? Because I know you guys do. Because that's the second time he agreed with me after I said the same exact freaking thing. The hawk messages were for divine feminine. Now, that message was straight up for me. I just happened to share it and catch it. And I'm glad I did. But, I mean, if you guys watched it, obviously I shared it. It was for you guys too. But I guarantee the message, I think, was solely for me. It was just a beautiful thing to share. But I could be wrong. It could have been for you guys too, for those who watched it. But yeah, retro starts tomorrow. But I'm sure the energy's been in the air for days. Alright, yeah, so you guys thought I was pretty clear. Some people I know, like, watch, I'll say it again and this one will agree with me. Does anybody, well, I don't know, but does anybody have any questions about the reading today? Anyone? Does anybody have any questions to discuss? I haven't been in my emails in about 5 days, guys, so don't panic, okay? That is what I'm doing later tonight or first thing tomorrow, so do not panic. You guys are all on the list in the exact order you purchased, okay? To the point where they're getting a little much. I might have to take my links down soon. I can handle it for right now, though. What's the powwow? The powwow is when your divine, like when your spirit, your guide, your angels, the source interferes. Like, they get together, because they're always interfering, kibitzing, okay? But this is like, this was like, no, damn it, something has to be done now. Like, now. And they get together and they do a powwow. And they make the final decision. So I know some people were like, some of the questions were like, I don't know if I want this back, or do I have a choice if I don't want it, blah, 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 blah. Nah, if you wish for it, sorry to tell you, you guys don't get a choice. You wished for it, you got it, that's what you got. So I hope you made, it's one of those, okay? And then I think somebody made a comment like, well, the divine knows what I want and X, Y, Z. Yeah, well, I thought they knew what I want too. But I still made wishes, and I know I'm going to get what I get. And should it be exactly what I deserve? Yeah. Let me tell you guys, it doesn't always work like that. Sorry. Sorry to burst some bubbles, okay? I don't know why you think you're more special than the other person. Why now, though? I don't know. Something had to come. Something came to the point where it was survival mode, and I know exactly why certain things stepped in for me, and it wasn't that survival mode. The survival mode I saw on my board was way more than that. See, this one's saying, Court, that's not true. The divine will not force you into an unhealthy situation. You be careful what you wish for, Court. Okay? I don't have no comment to that. You have your belief and I have mine. And I know for damn sure that you can get forced into a situation you sure as fuck don't want to be in, but yet you're still in that situation. So I don't know how you want to take what I just said. And it's okay to agree to disagree. I love you regardless. Okay? But we'll leave it at that. And it's okay to have two different opinions on this. But I've been in that situation. I got stuff coming to me that I don't want, that I know I have to deal with. And I know I deserve X, Y, Z. No, I'm living proof of that shit too. Okay? The divine absolutely has ultimate control. So you be careful what you wish for. It is an unhealthy situation. It's absolutely your choice. But let's agree to disagree. Because I love you. And we don't have to agree on everything. You know what I mean? Like, obviously not. But when I've been put in situations when I think the divine has the best for me and it would only be the best and no way I'd reach rock bottom and no way I'd get here, there, and there, lesson or not, been there. Been there. Okay? Like, you don't have control over the universe. Yeah, you don't have control over your guides. We all have guides. But do they necessarily guide? A lot of guides don't guide. Okay? I know that sounds crazy. There's all different things. Okay? Some people don't even have guides. Okay? So there's a fucking wake-up call too. There's a big shocker. Okay? You want to know why? Because those are the ones that need the angels. Those are the ones that need the other ones to step in. Everybody needs something. There's always a purpose on why everybody has what they have and what they don't have. And I was talking to somebody today about, somebody was talking about magic and getting all scared. I'm telling you, if I had the time, my ass would learn magic real quick. But I don't have the time. I'm not scared of magic. You know, if you got that gift to play with magic and you're doing it for the right way and the right reasons. I mean, the universe is magic, you know, so like, you know, there's a lot that Court's going to start expressing, whether I get in trouble for it or not. Because I can voice my opinion. Guys, you need to understand, of course there's evil, okay? But like, everything balances out at the end of the day. The light and dark work together when they don't even want to. But sometimes they have to. Yeah, there's dark magic, there's light magic. But the dark magic has more of a force behind it that can still be good, used for the good. But it needs dark magic because it has more force. And I'm not positive, but these are just my theories. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there is some stuff I know. Okay. But there was a couple other things Oh yeah, there's angel. There's so many things that I didn't. Bless you. So many things that I didn't even know existed. I mean, there's so. I mean, it's beautiful and scary at the same time. Okay, honestly, it truly truly is. Hi, hi, baby boy. But there was like a couple other more questions that kind of like threw me off, and of course I can agree to disagree. But you know, I think another one of the questions was, you know, I will tell you that divine always wants the best for you, but if you're not on track, they will crash you down. Okay, to get you where you need to be, and not everybody ends up finding that. And faith is huge, huge, huge. But there's many more factors that play into something. There's not just one factor. Yeah, Cynthia, you go through PayPal, and then the links will be there, and then I'll hit you up. I usually hit you up a lot quicker than I have been, but I've just been getting bombarded. I'm looking about 3 or 4 weeks tops out for personals. Maybe 3 for like over the phone, Skype. Videos are always a little sooner. But I always take my links down when it gets too much because I won't overwhelm myself. Yeah, for reading she was talking about. How to clear you are in a good way. Oh, thank you. Yeah, when there's no duality. Here's the thing. People are like, oh, you know, this is somebody's wish granted, whether the other person likes it or not. And I hate to tell you guys that, but you guys, the lesson, it's not even more of like a lesson. It's, of course, it's still divine partnership because it was quite the match. But maybe it wasn't meant to come around in this lifetime, or, you know, somebody's wish got granted. So there's always going to be some conflict between the two of you. But if you guys have enough love and you know your purpose or certain things, you're going to be okay. You'll figure it out. Okay. But there's not a whole shit ton of love coming at you right off the bat. There's just not. It's not. This person, I don't know. It's a tough one. Guys, it's a tough one. You saw the read. Okay. But you don't get that option. So if you don't take it, then I'm telling you, I don't know if you would have another option. Not in that scenario. It was your wish. That if you don't take it, that could haunt you for the rest of your life. I mean, it was legitimately your wish. And this is for not a whole bunch of people, okay? But this is legitimately something that happened last night between that scenario. So I understand when court's saying, you know, divine knows what I want and this, and this, and it takes a lot more to partake than you think it does. Okay? But she's right there too. But the scenario I read today, there's no black and white. There's no in between. What that read was, but it's exactly what you're getting for a little while. Okay? It doesn't mean in a year from now that things won't turn into something absolutely beautiful, because you got to remember, it's a match made in heaven. Okay? It's a match made. It just doesn't mean, this wasn't talking about a past life. I just don't think maybe it was supposed to come around this time around, and it did when it wasn't supposed to, and they try to probably separate you guys, but somebody had some powerful people on their end. Okay, and somebody got their damn wish. I'll say that. That shit's going to come into manifestation real quick. Okay? But for that particular read, so Courtney, I do agree with you when it comes to certain stuff. But for the read I did today, there's no in between. That's what you got. And I think a lot of people came down to the divine interfering in certain stuff. Nobody would wish for an unhealthy situation, but I don't think people understand they're putting themselves in an unhealthy situation. See what I'm saying? So court said, who would wish for an unhealthy situation to be miserable their whole life, like you said? Nobody would want to put themselves in it, but I don't think they realize that they just put themselves in it. That's the difference. Nobody's wishing for misery. They're wishing for fairy tales. That's not okay. That's being unrealistic, okay? So nobody would ever wish for that situation, but they don't realize, be careful what you wish for, because at that point, you're putting yourself in a situation because you wanted something so badly, but you didn't think through the consequences. Well, I truly hope so too, Courtney. I truly do. I truly hope they have enough sense not to put themselves in that situation. But this particular group did put themselves in that situation. Okay? It's not for millions and millions and millions and millions of people. All right? I don't think so. But it's for a good majority. Some people put themselves in that situation. I mean, people don't come into this world. Well, you do. You write what you want. But I mean, I spent plenty of times crying, literally crying and sobbing, being like, I can't believe I wanted this. I can't believe, like, I chose this. And see what I'm saying? Like, you don't even realize the situation you put yourself in because you're naive to that when you're signing those contracts. It's your karma. All right. So people do put themselves in unhealthy situations all the time, but they don't think it's going to be unhealthy because they want what they want and they're not seeing something they should be looking at. They just, I want it and I want it now. It's like that spoiled, rotten little girl. It's like, I want the golden egg and I want it now. Okay. That's what that is. Somebody who thinks they deserve the silver spoon, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, nobody wishes for that, but I don't think they realize because you want it so bad. You know, and I honestly wouldn't think the divine would have put them together if it wasn't worth going one more round. I just don't think it was supposed to be this time around. I think maybe another lifetime, okay? But if they decided to let it go one more round, then I hope the two of them have enough strength to to get through it and make it work, okay? Because it can be a beautiful thing if the two choose to work together, all right? It doesn't mean that it's going to be a horrible thing. It just means careful what you wish for. True love always wins, okay? So Court has a point there too. There's got to be a lot of love there, all right? It's just finding your way back to that moment, that feeling. It's going to take a lot of work. It doesn't mean it won't be beautiful in the long run. That's just telling you what just went down and what's coming at you. It doesn't mean misery the rest of your life. Use your best intuition on this one, guys. But I feel like yeah, everyone's going to have their own. It's a lot of repenting going on. Everyone's going to have their own opinion here, guys. So we all, I mean, I love all you guys. We all just got to agree to disagree on some things. It's okay. It doesn't mean you're not going to resonate to certain things, or it's just you have your opinion. That's why I'm real careful when it comes to certain stuff. But I know exactly what I saw on the board. I know exactly what you're getting. But I also know it can work out in the long run. Okay? I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful intervention that I think they tried to already get together, and one person just wasn't having it, and I just don't think it was meant for this time around. I'm not kidding. I think it was meant for another lifetime, and you changed your fate, and it can be a beautiful thing. Okay? So it's how you want to look at it. I'm just saying, this person's not coming at you with rainbows and bubblegum. That's all. A lot of compromising. A lot of compromising. The two of you are very different, but you're very, you complement each other. You definitely balance each other out. For damn sure. There's going to be lots of lessons between the two of you for the rest of your life, but beautiful, beautiful lessons. And if you guys conquer those, you guys conquered like a master, major lesson. Like, props to you guys. Like, high five. Like, I think the divine gave you the benefit of the doubt. Okay? So don't, I didn't see, some people interpreted that read as like you just got set up for misery. You didn't, okay? You got put in a difficult situation, but you also wished for it. So that's why I say be careful what you wish for. Because again, nobody wishes for that, but do you really truly know the person you're wishing for? Do you truly, truly know that person? Okay? And if you do, all good. But this was blind. This was like a blind thing. Like I'm telling you, I just know what I saw. How long does this energy last? Or the one I just read? That's current energy. That's not, I mean, energy is fluent. And I know you can always go your reads without a couple weeks before, a couple weeks behind, past. That's current. That's like, that powwow was like last night powwow. Like that's here. Okay, so it's only a matter of time because the final decision was made. See what I'm saying? When you have all those major arcanas come up like that, the divine's always working on things. But that was a major powwow. Major. That was judgment. That was, you made your choice. And I hope you like your choice. Now it's time to work with your choice. That's it. It can be a beautiful thing. Trust me. I wouldn't have gotten so touched by that reading either if it didn't have love and faith and all that in that reading. Okay, just right now it's just not, you're not gonna think it's gonna be, it's just not what you think it's gonna be, but it can be beautiful. You're definitely gonna have to change your perspective when it comes to that person. He's treating you so bad right now. Is there still hope? Here's the deal with this. If you're in a current relationship, it's either all issues are gonna come now. Okay, you're gonna be faced with them. It's time for you to stand up for you. Okay, if you don't stand up for you and set boundaries, then that can turn and that person can leave, and then you're always wondering, did you make the right decision? Did they make the right? See, it's tough because you really shouldn't be making major decisions right now during this type of energy. Breakups, togethers, weddings. Like, if somebody proposes, that's different, but don't commit to a date. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. But if you're in a situation right now... Hold on, Will. If you're in that situation right now, you're going to be confronted with a lot of emotion. So try to work on it, okay? If there's a lot of love there and you're both willing to work on it, most definitely work on it. If it's one-sided, you might want to consider what direction to go in, okay? Mike, I mean, Will, for you, it's like, no, you're not screwed. If that's your read, if today was your read, because Mike said something like, I'm Cancer, Pisces, am I screwed, or something like that. Listen to me. If this is your read for today, guys, you're going to be okay. There's still a lot of beauty in that read. The point is, just be careful what you wish for. I think people are wishing for things, especially if you don't really truly know this person and you just feel like you want that connection because you're, bye, sweetie, because you feel like that's your twin or that's your life partner or this, and this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, people wish for things because of that connection, that pull, but it's like, do you truly know this person that you just wished for? You know what I mean? Like, I think people just, oh, that's my twin or that's my so-and-so because it's the connection. You don't put people don't put the connection aside for a minute and think about what's best for them and their priorities. They just want, because it's so strong, the pull is strong, okay? That's why you need to be careful what you wish for. So But you got to understand, the read I did, this was already supposed to be something that I think was supposed to come into fruition, and it didn't. But somebody had a lot of pull here. Somebody had a lot of power. So I think they allowed it, and they said, okay, if this one has enough faith, this one has enough strength, this one has this character, this one has this character. Maybe it wasn't supposed to come together, but let's let them give it one more go, because probably because they know who they are to each other, or it's something like that. I'm telling you. Ooh, my ears just went deaf. They didn't come back yet. What do you do, blow? It's not working. What do you pull on your ears? Alright, well, that was weird. That was really strange. What just happened? Burp? Didn't work. It just took my whole hearing down a notch. She's a narcissist. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody who likes to charm and is a little bit arrogant, but maybe you weren't supposed to have it this time around, but you had some pull. People that think they don't have pull, trust me, some of you guys have some pull. Like when I started wishing and then stuff started coming into fruition years ago when I first started this whole spirituality thing, I was like, oh, fuck. Can I take that wish back? Can I take that wish back? Because I wasn't thinking clearly. I was thinking, when you think of things like that and you want something so badly, it's because you're in that moment where you can't take it anymore and you're aching and you're hurting, and not so many people make wishes the right way anymore, guys. It's sad. It truly is. When you write wishes, or it should be like a love letter, okay? It's not I want that, I want that, I don't want that. No, okay? It should literally be like a love letter expressing. Honestly, it really truly should. So don't worry if that's your scenario, okay? Don't worry about it. Make it work. Just let it happen. Yeah, let it happen, guys. Go with the flow. Let it happen. If it walks into... Guys, we have been talking about this for weeks. Even a month. You want it, right? Why all of a sudden you got your wish and now you're fucking scared? Don't do that. It's still a beautiful thing. The divine is giving you the benefit of the doubt. They're letting you have something you probably shouldn't have had this time around. So yeah, you're gonna fucking struggle a little bit. But I think when you guys come together, the intensity, the feelings, the connection, you're gonna be fine. And it's also for people that are very spiritual. This is not for when the other half isn't that spiritual. I'm talking like they know. Okay, like if they don't, like, no, they had to have, because they're not just gonna stick you with somebody and go through that alignment and put you through all that. Like, that's what Courtney was saying there, and I agree there. Like, you guys have gone through your lessons, okay, but there's still a lot of challenges coming at you. But like, you've already gone through the shit show, the huge massive storm. Like, you've gone through that, you know what I'm saying? So this is something so much more than that. It's the connection that's going to pull you guys. okay? It's not even going to be questionable. I'm telling you, the two of you have to be spiritual. They were coming up as Mr. and Missa, Mr. and Mrs. One is the high priestess, one is the hierophant. The two of you are effing spiritual. So that can weed some people out if that helps you. Okay? They might not even have told you they were spiritual. It could be any religion, but there's both the spiritual in that scenario. The way all those cards were tossed. That's how I know you guys have had multiple lives together and it didn't work out. And I don't think it was supposed to come around this time. I don't think it was. I don't even think you were intended on meeting. But you guys caught each other's eye. You probably made love. You probably did some shit and you got caught up. Okay? You got caught up. You were supposed to walk away. You were supposed to walk away this time. But again, you didn't learn. All right, but that's okay. We don't know that until we get caught up in that stuff. You know what I mean? I really think it was that type of scenario where you guys have tried this plenty of times and it was a no-go in other lives, okay? And it wasn't supposed to go down this time around. All right? But you persevered and you pushed through and you wished for it and you got it. All right? Sounds like me. That's not me, though. I already know mine. I already know my scenario. Mine didn't have to come together for a big powwow on that one. But that's what I'm saying. Take my experiences that I've told you over the months with connections and how they feel and just the inner knowing. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm telling you, when I clarify both of those, the two of you is spiritual. Mine came in to intervene because I was struggling elsewhere. Because they had me caught up. They had me caught up. I didn't catch myself up. They caught me up. And I got pissed. And it was time. That's why I had my little powwow. But it's weird that I saw another one. So I don't know. I don't know. This is all happening. I'm learning as you're learning, okay? So what I read was straight up a powwow, okay? And I've known about them before, but with every card coming out like that, that's exactly what that was. That was more than just the Divine's got this one on this one, the Divine's got this one on this one. Oh, no, hell no. Heck no. That was a powwow. That was a straight up powwow. Okay, so I think someone's karma is definitely better than the other. I'm looking at my two stones right now, and I think I used both these words today, and just talking to you guys. Okay, and I'm looking at, they're both looking at me. Ah, there goes my egg. All right, karma, believe. I told you it's faith. Okay, like you gotta believe things will work out. Like there's this connection you have with this person. You talk about what needs to be talked about. You hash out the freaking past and you move the fuck on. You can move on with this person. This was a wish granted. Okay? Literally a wish granted. And it was more than one wish. I think somebody was wishing for love and money. All right, what's that? Married with children? Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but I just heard that theme song in my head. What if there's no communication? Yeah, no, that's fine. This person's going to come in and communicate. It can be a scenario where you haven't talked to this person in years, months. This person's coming back. So within the next, I'd say a week, if this person just strolls into your life, this is something that's going to come in. If it was more of a money struggle, I'm sure you'll see that first, because that's more important for survival. Okay. But the other one will be right behind it. Yeah, don't dream it, be it. The most beautiful dreams and miracles that everyone's always like, oh, it's your dreams. Nah, it's real life. Okay? It's what you make of it. It's the dreams you make while you're awake. Okay? This time around, does that mean this lifetime? What, the read I did today? Yep, this lifetime. This is all coming together this lifetime. I don't think it was supposed to, though. She's a witch practicing witchcraft. What's wrong with being a witch? Why do people look at witches as bad things? I'm telling you right now, if I could practice witchcraft and master it and do it for the right reasons, I'd be a bruja real quick. I play with magic. Alright? There's nothing wrong with witches. Okay? What makes them any different than somebody who's spiritual? Well, that's a bad witch. Alright? There's a difference there. There's good witches and there's bad witches. Okay? But what makes that any different than somebody who's spiritual and has other gifts? You know what I mean? Like, it's conditioning. Well, there you go, MS. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the devil. I don't think witches are the devil. It's just a label. Yep, Jamie, I thought that at the same time you did. It's just a label like anything else. But I don't know that much about that, so I can't really speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I just know I've used that word out of context before, and I was like, oh, damn. And somebody woke me up real quick, okay? And it makes a lot of sense, okay? But I love magic, all right? Like, there's sorcerers, there's healers, there's all the Reiki healers, they use stones, all right? That's magic. To me, that's magic. So why, if somebody says a potion out loud, how is that any different? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe if I did more research, but like, I don't know, you know? I don't think it's a bad thing if people are doing it for the right reasons and not being selfish. Because trust me, it will come back around. People are born with gifts to use them. It is a gift. Okay. So it just depends on how it's being used. And if somebody's using magic on you, and it's dark magic, and that's a big difference. There's a big difference there, okay? I wouldn't mess with that shit. That is for damn sure. Because that shit works. It works, okay? It's just you gotta be careful. It's not witchcraft if you're in so much pain that you want the one you love so much, but you can't have it. Well, here, I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. I don't know what you're trying to say there, but if you're gonna start doing witchcraft on somebody you can't have, but you're saying that you love this person more than anybody else would, so you're gonna do it, that will backfire on your ass real quick. So you might want to clarify that for me, sweetie. Because you're making it sound right now, if it's okay to do it if you're in that much pain. It's not witchcraft if you're in pain so much as you want one you love. No, you don't mess with somebody else's free will. Okay, there's a big difference there. Where'd you go? I'm hoping you're just going to reword that for me. Because you're messing with somebody's free will. And there is free will to an extent, but that's not okay, because you're doing that out of, in the moment, you're doing that out of fresh feelings that in 2 weeks might not even be there. And then it leads to obsession. It leads to other things. Like, that's, no. I think the one who worded that, though, guys, was from another country, so it could have been just the way she worded it. No disrespect. Because I could read, I think it's just the wording. I could tell by the way it was written. It could even be like a translation thing. So, I would never want somebody to be with me out of magic. Never, ever, ever. That's horrible. That's like witchcraft is early attempt of real spirituality. There's a lot behind it, okay? But you would never want to force someone you love. You think you want it that bad. Some people, that gets to a point where that's a little bit of obsession, okay? Like, nobody else could treat this person better. Like, I feel like somebody is about to boil some rabbits in some water right now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Frig, man. What was that movie? Fatal Attraction. So, no, my opinion for that, sweetie, would be no, not okay, okay? You don't want to mess with that type of free will at all. I mean, I got a lot of pull over a lot of things, and I never once asked for them to pull in my other half, my twin, ever. Like, hey, maybe a text or two. Can you ask him to text me? I'm sure they give him the message. You know what I mean? But never, ever have I ever done some shit to pull him in. That would come around and bite you in the ass. Truly would. I've never even asked for justice in my situation because I don't want that type of justice that just came around. It's good to ask for justice. You want that. But, like, look how that worked out today for somebody. So it's going to be a little bit of a shit show, but in the end, it can be beautiful. I'm real careful with my words. Like, sometimes not so much like when I talk here and there and I go back and I'm like, oh, shit, da-da-da-da. But when I'm expressing to spirit about certain stuff, I'm real careful. It's like I put myself on the stand when I talk to them. Mike, don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with you. It's the other person, honey, okay? When you want something like that and you got a lot of love for somebody, but it's not mutual, it's not you. It's the other person, okay? Believe that. It truly is. They know if you feel it, they feel it, okay? It doesn't, and that's it, okay? So you take care of you because what's meant to be will be. And sometimes this time around it's not that person. Maybe it'll be a different person, but if that's the case, it's because it wasn't meant to be this time. But you can have that feeling. A lot of people don't understand that feeling we have. Like, I think the feeling I have for my twin, a lot of it is not this lifetime. It's not, okay? It's memories, because all that stuff hasn't come into fruition, and it would have already, okay? Like, these are memories for past lives. I've lost him, he's lost me. I've left him, he's lost me. We've had families, we haven't had families. Like, we were in the whole fucking Bonnie and Clyde shit. You know, like, me and him have been doing this for a very, 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 very long time. I always kept my love and compassion. His, over the years, we both have very different lessons. The two of us are like night and day, okay? But if we can ever manage to come together, we balance each other out in the most perfect way. But it's getting through all that. It's not bubblegums and flowers, okay? That's why I said I'll have any type of situationship with him and then see what happens, okay? It doesn't have to be a scary thing. It doesn't have to be, You're who I am. Just because I say he's my other half, I've married him plenty of times. It doesn't mean we have to do it this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people understand. Like, I honestly feel like we're just all recycled. And I hate to put it to you like that. But if you believe in reincarnation, we're all effing recycled. We keep doing this. You don't just bump into people. It's not just a coincidence. These are all people that you have to cross that path. Even your effing coworker. There's something, okay? Can you get it right? I'm telling you, though, I really feel like this is my last lifetime. Like, I feel like I'll be doing something else next. Like, I really feel like this is it for me. I don't think I'm coming back. Unless I don't succeed in what it is. Unless I don't succeed in what it is I need to set out to do this time around. But I'm telling you right now, I changed my fate. I changed my destiny. Me and my twin did that together. We did that. We weren't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think I was supposed to do this time around. I think I was supposed to be an average Joe. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Stuff gets switched up. And I didn't do it on purpose, and he didn't do it on purpose. It's just the connection. The link was too strong. It just took him a very long time to realize it. He knows. And I still don't talk to mine, and he knows who I am to him. So it's a shame. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at him anymore. I don't hold anger. I don't, it's not like that for me anymore, because I understand the bigger picture now. But it took me a long time to effing get there, guys. Truly, truly did. Can you read the Quran? Is it older than the Bible? Can you read it? You can read whatever you want, sweetie. You can get into any religion you want. Like I'm Catholic. I was Christian. Like, I used to go to church all the time. Like, to me, when people, like, someone in my family asked, well, who do I pray to? Do I pray to God? Well, yeah, you pray to whoever you want to pray to, whoever you believe in. And that's it. Okay? Like, spirituality, it doesn't matter what religion you are. You don't even have to be a religion. It's so universal. Everybody's welcome. All right? It's energy. It's so much more than that, but, like, you can believe whatever it is your belief, okay? Like, as long as your belief is good, okay? To me, it's how you're raised. And when you're an adult, if you choose to step out of it or not, that's on you. It's okay you don't believe in God and the divine or anything like that. Like, you're still here, so you have some type of belief. If you believe in energy, there's something behind energy. Like, well, I don't know. I don't want to get into it like that. I'm not trying to cause, like, a religious war with the people that I love right now. You know what I mean? Like, I will tell you, we have people in this lifetime to this day that, like, hung out with Christopher Columbus and hung out with XYZ and like it was yesterday. They've been around for so damn long helping. How do you think they feel? You think you feel trapped? How do you think about those ones that are here lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime? You know, guarding the gates and doing all that stuff. Like, does anybody think about those people? You know what I'm saying? Like, how they feel? You know, so it... Wow, that's what the devil says? What, something I just said? Biblical seeker. Was it something I just said or something somebody else said? I'm not worried about being the devil, so... Oh, you were talking to somebody else. All right. I think it's between Kimchi and somebody else. So if your monitors, just want to keep an eye on that, because I want you guys right now, okay, to all get along. Everybody has different opinions, okay? You got to be able to be okay with somebody's opinion and belief and move on from it. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you guys were starting to get into it. If your twin doesn't know about twin flame, should you tell them? I mean, you can if you want, but you're only setting yourself up to get a response from that person, so it's on you. Everybody does things their way, okay? No, you? No. All right, good. I don't got any devil traits. I can go to 10 to 100 real fucking quick. Even my kids look at me sometimes and was like, I'm gonna back up now. I'm gonna back up. Yeah, back up. Back up. Back up, buddy. There's a difference when you're saying repenting. See, I didn't want to get here with you guys, but like, it's who's preaching the whole repenting, all right? Because a lot of people want you to go to dark places, but I get that, okay? Because there's so many voids that are unfulfilled up there, and I cannot have this conversation with you right now. Forget it. I don't want to get into it like that. I wasn't trying to do this, okay? But like, just don't panic about the reading today, okay? It's gonna be okay, all right? It's just somebody got their wish, but I just don't think it's the wish you set up to get, because I don't think it was supposed to come around this time around, and it did, because it didn't talk about past lives. It didn't talk about any of that, but you've had past lives with this person. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's why the powwow came together, because it wasn't supposed to be scenario, whether you, and it can suck and it can hurt, okay, especially if there's that much love for somebody. But like I said, not every twin, not every life partner, not all those people are meant to come around this time around, okay? I hope so, Derek. Make sure you hook me up, okay? I'll hook you up. Hey, biblical seeker, watch, okay? Don't tell her. Listen to me. This is what I'm talking about. You don't. This is what I didn't want you guys doing, okay? She has her belief and you have yours. It's okay. Okay? All right. So, did I just miss something? I had to just take care of something real quick. I want you guys to play nice, okay? Everybody has their own. See, religion can get real tricky, guys. It's just like politics. I can't see her question. Where did it go? Oh, how do you know if someone's your twin flame? Oh, you know. It's A, they spiritually wake you up. There's no question, they wake your ass up. Where you're like, what is this? A lot of people will say it's the intimacy, and it's the intimacy, but it's more than that. If two people come together and they're intimate, but if two people are spiritual, regardless of life partner, twin, it's the connection, okay? So regardless, it's the spirituality. There's a link that takes you. It doesn't have to be a twin flame experience. It is, a lot of it has to do with a twin flame experience too, but it's so much more intense when there's spirituality involved. It just is. I don't know why. There just is, okay? But like, like, it's just, you just have that inner knowing that is your person. And that's got to be a horrible feeling if like you're already married, or like That's what I'm saying. That you're not all meant to come together, okay? You just know. You just will. It's so hard to explain. I think everybody asks that, and only the twins that feel that type of connection. It's like you don't even have to talk about it. You can say something, and the person can instantly answer you because they already know where you're going with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no questioning it. If you're questioning whether or not somebody's your twin flame, chances are it's not. You're only questioning it because of all the talk, of all the controversy, of all the labeling, okay? There's no question when you meet a twin flame. There's no question. And that's any soul connection, okay? But it doesn't mean all soul connections are supposed to come together. It's definitely magnetic. To me, I don't think there's such a thing as false twins. Some people believe in them and some people don't. Like, I don't know, because if there was a false twin, no. It's all soul connections, guys, okay, regardless of labeling. There's certain connections on certain different levels of connecting. But I think a lot of it has to do with spirituality. And when I refer to spirituality, I refer to energy. If you work with the energy, if you feel energy, if you believe in energy, when two people like that come together, woo-wee, woo-wee, you're going to feel that energy intimately. Like never before. It would feel like tantric. It would just, I'm telling you, you know, if the two of you work with energy. You just know. Oh, yeah, no, a true twin, too. They would never intentionally hurt you. But, like, they go through their lessons, too, okay? I'm sure I've hurt people, and I never intentionally meant to hurt them. You know, like, that's why you learn lessons, guys, you know? It's never intentional, but people say things. I mean, sometimes words can hurt a lot worse than you think, you know. And what if you said something to somebody and you don't even realize it, but they held on to that for months and months and months and months? And what if they cheat? A twin, when you're with a real true twin flame, I don't think they would, okay? And I know that sounds crazy to say, okay, but I think, well, once you guys talk about your connection, I don't think they would ever again. I'm telling you right now, mine's a little playboy, but I would never, for 1 second, even think mine would do that. Because what me and him have, if we ever chose to be together, it's not even fucking questionable. It's not. Not the way me and him connect. It'd be so foolish and so stupid. It wouldn't even be a thought for me. Like, will you always have that sexual attraction or things to other people? Yeah, but I don't think you would ever truly put yourself in that situation again. And if the universe put you in one of those tempting situations, I don't think so. Not when something's so strong like that. When you meet the right one, guys, they don't cheat on you. They don't do that, okay? Like, the connection's way too tight for that to happen. Like, could it have happened plenty of times already? Yeah. But when you come back together and you talk about it and there's been growth and there's been years in between separation, there's a big difference. When that takes place, it should never even be questionable again. It shouldn't even be a thought. It shouldn't. What do you mean, change your flight, sweetie? Is my twin in the USA? Yeah. Oh, the other one. Oh, is that what she was talking about? The flight thing? What is the purpose of a twin flame? Well, a lot of people like to say that it's basically when it comes to, they teach you lessons but it's also, when you meet a twin flame, they put you on your path, okay? And the connection is so strong that it leads you to spirituality. It leads you to other things because you lose belief, you lose faith because it's so strong that because it just crumbles sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like, what was the question again? Sorry. My mind told, I don't think I'm supposed to answer that. Because I literally just forgot. Boston. Oh, the purpose of a twin. It gets you on your path. Oh. All right. So, I have a different belief. The purpose is to get you on a path. The purpose is for you to come first. It's a harsh lesson. It's self-comfort. It's self-love, because this person will break you, okay? But it's the way a majority of it just happens, okay? Not always, but a majority of the time. Some can just come together and be all good because it was meant to come together. Usually the ones that break you kind of aren't really meant to come together necessarily all the time, but it happens because the bond, the connection is so strong. But once you start prioritizing your life and making sure you come first, it's clearer for you to get on your path. It's clearer for you to figure out what it is you want, okay, where you want to go. And there's a lot of connections like that. We labeled it a twin flame thing, okay? So that is the purpose, to get you on your path, to get you to start recognizing who you are, to get you to prioritize shit, you know, stuff like that. I'm pretty effing persistent with my twin, okay? Like, we don't have to have, we're gonna have a situationship. He doesn't have a choice. It's me. But we can just be friends. But here's the thing. I don't have to force it. He already knows this. That's how strong our connection is, okay? Not this chica. He met his match. We don't have to be together, though. But he's gonna partake somehow. He already partakes from the outside, but I don't like that. That's not good enough for me. And I'm like sugar and sweet and everything nice. So I'm gonna get my way. No, it's not like that, guys. Well, it is kind of like that. It is kind of like that for me. And he's very aware of it. That's why he's putzing. That's why he's taking his sweet ass time. It's also called arrogant. But whatever, I'm over it. We don't have to be anything except for a friend. Alright? So that's why it don't faze me anymore. He can watch my shit and he can take his sweet ass fucking time. Absorb all the shit you want. Okay? I'm only hope it's teaching him. So I'm not even worried about it anymore. And that's a beautiful thing, because once you get to where I'm at, you've learned a lot of lessons, and it's beautiful. Whatever comes at you, comes at you. Mine, I only really want it in my life that bad because I got so much love for this person that I only want the best. So it's important to me that we can forgive each other and just see what happens. Even in a friendship way, okay? That's just important to me. There's too much love for us not to ever forgive. Okay? Silly. It's silliness. It's just silliness. Have you met me, guys, yet? Have you met me? I'm gonna get what I deserve. It doesn't have to be him. That's why it's the beautiful thing. I had to learn certain lessons. I had to achieve certain things. I had to master certain things. I had to start my life over. I had to get on a new path to get to where I am in order to have everything then come and mesh together. What, sweetie? Oh, I know, with her clam chowder. My kids don't do seafood, and they had soup for dinner. One wanted clam chowder. So the house smells like clam chowder. But it took me a very long time to get there, and now I can express those things to you. I just don't think there's readers out here that are willing to share their experiences. I went through all this shit with you. That's why you guys can relate. Even no matter what it is I go through every day, you guys can relate because I break it down and I tell a story, and I break it down so you guys can understand. I can relate to everything every fucking day. It doesn't mean it's my story, but I can still relate to it because it's the energy I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So I share a lot of personal stories. I mean, there's so much more. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. My twin is awesome. We've had our ups and downs. Is he a wee bit arrogant? Yeah. But that's because he's a little naive, okay? But he also has to wake up, okay? And then all that goes away. I mean, he's so sweet, too. I mean, we get in these modes where we vent, okay? And we forget to talk about the beautiful things. You know, even if it's only been a few handful of moments, there were still beautiful moments. But a lot of people vent. So you hear the bad things of it. But there's so much beauty in a story. And even only if it lasts for a little while. Okay? I am writing a book, sweetie. And I already asked them if I can write about them. And he never got back to me. But it is important what it is I write. Because he's a person too, guys. And I'm no better than him. And I would never want to put anybody in that situation where I call that person out that way. Ever. And I know I've done my venting. But I will tell you that we've had a lot of beautiful, beautiful moments. Even if at the time they don't seem beautiful like that. Like, it's so much more than that. But I'm a very considerate person when it comes to that aspect of my life. There is little things that I share with you guys, you know what I'm saying, which is fine, but you guys know what all those other little moments are like. You guys have them. You guys know what they are. You know what I mean? You create those own moments, and I know a lot of my moments are past life. But it's the connection that we feel that can turn a shit scenario into something beautiful. But it takes a lot of growth for that. A lot of growth. And we've been through a lot of shit, and I always say, go after what you deserve. But once you go through healing, once you go through the whole awaken, once you go through so many things and you guys come back together, you should be able to, at that point, you deserve each other. You know, if you can be adult about it and get to where you need to be. It's not an easy task. A lot of people can't ever get there. It's really unfortunate. Ego gets the best of people. Pride, well, it's kind of the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things get the best of people. But I am so persistent. I am the most persistent person when it comes to him. And I used to tell him that all the time. Like, I've never in my entire life pursued something like this, ever. And if it wasn't for spirituality, I would have dropped his ass 3 years ago. Okay, but because of our connection, I fought. And now here I am teaching you guys how to fight. And it's not saying, you know, stalk the person. You got to know your boundaries. I mean, I didn't have too many boundaries with mine. I didn't let him put up the barrier. I'm sure he wanted to put that barrier up, but he would never. He would never. He likes when I do those pop-ins. I mean, he gets pissed. It's a love-hate. It's a love-hate. But he can get over it. He should be happy he has somebody like me in his life. And I'm not saying that in a very cocky way. It's the reality of it, because that's how much love I have for him. So there's some good examples on how do you know if a twin is a twin, or you know what I'm saying? Because when you get over certain stuff, and you can get past it and you realize why it happened and why shit went down the way it did, and you still got that much love, that says a lot. Spirituality can heal almost everything. And some of you will believe that and some of you won't. But it's the truth. My truth. Do I forgive anything? Oh, heck no. No, I should. I forgive myself for not forgiving things. That's how I get by. That's how I justify. That's how I get by with things. I forgive myself for not forgiving that person. It's still forgiving. There's some things I'm not ready to forgive. And it really has nothing to even do with my twin. Those are other things. There's not too many, though. But that mama bear kicks in there with certain stuff. So there's a big difference there. You know what I'm saying? Bye, Miss M. Have a great night. Forgive and forget. I don't think anyone can ever forget, though. Like, is that how that saying goes? Like, forgive and forget? Like, I think it's more forgive yourself for not forgiving and try not to think about it. I let a lot of shit go, but there's still some things that get your blood boiled. That still boil your blood. Something like that. It's hard. Life's hard. It's challenging. We all go through challenging. Oh, you giving me loving, baby boy? He's loving me right now. He's giving me loving. I don't know why he's sneezing like this. Come here. Come here. He's a good boy. What's you? Yeah, don't ever let your twin slow you down. That's where a lot of people get caught up. That's why I preach love and self-love and self-comfort and, you know, all that stuff. If you still hold a lot of sorrow and anger and resentment, you gotta work through that. It's only beneficial for you. Are birds supposed to sneeze? I don't know. He's my first one. I'm sure they sneeze. Yeah. It's dust